Hey guys, welcome to Monday the 17th of August. This is the home crew brief. So for the warm-up today, we've got a 5-minute WAM wrap of 5 easy yet perfect push-ups. I'm going to show them to you last just so you can we can take you through them a little bit more. 10 good mornings and 15 triple taps. So let's look at the good morning. You guys know the good morning pretty well. Soft knees, be trying to arch my back as much as possible. This is pretty early in the morning for me, so I'm not going to go too far. I'm trying to push my hip back as far as I can go before my back starts to change, and then stand up. And that'll differ depending on how warm you are and your flexibility, and it's a day-to-day proposition, so pay lots of attention to that. 15 triple taps, so just jumping and then tapping the quads or the thighs 2 or 3 times. Okay, stay nice and bouncy with the feet. Okay, so the easy yet perfect push-ups, I'm going to do these on my knees. There's certainly people that could do them on their toes. What we're looking for, this hollow body shape and this posterior pelvic tilt. I'm trying to maintain that the entire time. So no change to that whatsoever. And then as I go down, my shoulders go forward. So the reason I'm doing it on my knees is that if I don't, I lose my posterior pelvic tilt a little bit. So I'm going to go down and forward and hold that posterior pelvic tilt as best I can. My chest touches the ground, and then I press up. Okay, so that's what we sort of refer to as a perfect push-up. It certainly doesn't mean that if you lose your posterior pelvic tilt with your feet or when you're on your toes and push up that you're doing it wrong, but it's just we're just focusing on that position just a little bit more. If knees is still too hard, you can certainly take it to a couch or a bar and do it there as well. Okay, my God, this floor needs a vacuum. So for part 2, we're doing a strict handstand push-up EMOM, and we're doing that with the back planche. So please watch the associated YouTube video for that. Okay, the Metcon 20-minute AMRAP. It's called Seasick. 20-minute AMRAP of 20 swings, 20 push-ups, 20 sumo-deadlift high pulls, and 20 sit-ups. For a workout like this, I would dare say that you might go into it being like, right, I want to try to do it as unbroken as possible for as long as possible. I think that's not the worst idea, but probably with something like this, I would accept for myself early on in the piece that I'm going to be breaking stuff up, and I might even break it up before I need to, just so I don't get too crazy fatigued. So for me, I can do 20 push-ups unbroken, but it's gonna gas me, so I'm probably gonna break that into like 12 and 8 from the start. The sit-ups, I can keep moving on that. The swings and the sumo-deadlift high pull, make a call on that depending on the weight that you have, okay? Let's have a look at the movements themselves. So the swing, if you're gonna do a Russian swing because you have a roof above your head like me, then just make sure you're pushing your hips back. If you're gonna go overhead, oh God, then yes, go overhead as well. Just make sure you're pushing the hips and knees back. Push-ups, you saw the perfect push-up before. We'll be looking for the same position, but there's just not the adherence. How do I say this? There's a little bit more slack allowed around the midline, but try not to lose the position, okay? Sumo deadlift high pull, take your feet out nice and wide, wider than you'd be for a squat stance, hands on the object, and then from there, you're going hips and then arms. Get your elbows nice and high so that your shoulder stays in good position. And then the sit-up, you can either do these anchored if you've got an object or 2 objects, or you could do the non-anchored, hands behind head at the bottom and touching the ground below you, and then using your arms and touching your toes or your ankles in front of you, okay? So it's gonna be a long one. I would just go at that first round at a pace where you're like, yep, feel confident that this is a pace I could either maintain or go faster than, and then you can build the pace up as you go. Specific warm-up for that, 4 minutes WAM up with 5 reps of each thing. So just pushing through, getting used to the transitions. They're obviously on the kettlebell or dumbbell or barbell and then off it, and you're moving back and forth. So you want to have your transitions down pat. For the recovery, we're doing 5 minutes laying on our back, breathing in for 5 seconds, then out for 5 seconds. This is your CLLC number 2 breathing, so we're still trying to incorporate stuff like that. So if you're at home doing this by yourself, it's great if you can do this in the sun. If you want to put some relaxing music on, do that as well, and then just set yourself up a timer. Just make sure when you're doing in and out, it's not completely maximal, so you don't have to be like, okay, in 5 seconds, how much air can I take in? It's just like trying to get your breathing calm and trying to make it a little longer than it would usually be. All right, team, that's Monday. Enjoy.